Hey guys, Dr. Haywood once again come to you from Forever Well Chiropractic in Friendswood, Texas. So this is part 2 of our 3-part series for lower back pain. All right. If you missed the first part, go ahead and feel free to check it out. All right, it's on our blog on our website. But I wanted to go ahead and review that with you in case you missed it, so you're not behind. Okay. So in part 1, what we went ahead and we talked about lower back pain and one of the main contributors that I normally see in the office, which is anterior pelvic tilt. Okay? And now what that is a combination of muscular imbalances, some weak muscles, some tight muscles that ultimately contribute in lower back pain. All right? And so what that is typically it's tight quadricep muscles, tight hip flexor muscles, okay? And weak hamstrings and weak core lead to a situation where the pelvis is pulled forward by the front muscles here and the back muscles aren't strong enough to pull it back. So you start to get compression here in the lower back. All right? So what we're going to talk about today is 2 ways that you can go ahead and stretch some of these front muscles to get a little bit of relief. And then in part 3 of this series, we're going to talk about how to strengthen the back muscles and the core here to hopefully fix some of that anterior pelvic tilt that you have going on and eliminate some of that pain that you're dealing with. Okay, so the first stretch that we're going to do is just going to be, it's called a quadricep stretch, okay? So the way I'm going to tell you to do this is find a wall, something that you can use to balance yourself, all right? So we're going to go right here. Go ahead and take the same side that you're stretching, bring the leg up, and I want you to focus on tighten your core just a little bit and make sure that the knee is pointed straight towards the ground, okay? Then when we do this, you're going to feel a nice stretch right here through the front of the thigh, all right? You're going to hold that for about 30 to 45 seconds. You can do that twice a day. We're going to do it on both legs, okay? And that's going to hit the quadricep muscle here, all right? Next muscle that we're going to go for is going to be your psoas muscle, all right? The psoas goes from the lower lumbar vertebra here, and it goes down and attaches right here to the inside of the hip. And this muscle is really good for doing a lot of flexing, which is why it gets so tight when people sit all the time. So what I advise is getting a soft pad or a cushion to kneel on. And we're going to do what's called a kneeling fencer stretch. The side that we're stretching is going to be down. We're going to be kneeling on it. All right. First thing I want you to do is slightly contract the core, lean forward, shift your weight forward. Once you feel a good stretch here in the hip flexor area, I want you to take the same side hand, reach over and back. And you'll feel that stretch move from here to this area. And that's really going to activate and stretch that psoas muscle. Same thing goes. I don't want you to overstretch. It should be a nice gentle stretch. And we're going to hold it for about 30 to 45 seconds again. Now, after about a week to 2 weeks of nice gentle stretching, you're really getting things moving. You start to notice a substantial difference as far as the lower back pain goes. Next step in the process is going to be strengthening some of the other muscles to support the pelvis and put it back into realignment. So we want to take it from here to here. So check back with us in the next video. We're going to talk about how to strengthen the lower abdominal muscles, and we're going to talk about how to strengthen the hamstring muscles to really help you take care of that lower back pain. All right, very good. So now that you have a little bit more information on anterior pelvic tilt and why it typically leads to lower back pain, check back with us. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, and we'll see you next time. Dr. Haywood signing off, Forever Well Chiropractic, Friendswood, Texas. Live well.